so much for staying with us. So we're doing the analysis of the town hall meetings held by some of President Muhammadu Buhari's ministers, and Mr. Curtis Adiba, also a legal practitioner and policy analyst, since joined us in the studio. Many thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you.
Mr. Ogunye has really, he was angry at a point about the way and
manner. Don't be angry. For the past 2 weeks, I've not had power. Where I live, I'm telling you the truth.
I mean, they approached the government.
And I'm not alone.
Yeah, a lot of Nigerians, same here. A lot of Nigerians are looking at the way and manner, the government, the approach of communication. Before now, we've talked about government being far away from the people. But the initiative of doing a town hall meeting, what do you make of it?
Well, I think it's a positive step. But then we should begin to ask ourselves why it's happening at the time it's happening. I think it's against the backlash from the general public that this government overpromised and is right now under delivering. You understand? And so it was felt that there was a need to go out there, the key ministers to go out there and talk to Nigerians about the true situation of things. I think that was what it was meant to achieve. But whether I achieved that, the jury is still out.
It's going to be in 8 other centers, 6 geopolitical zones in some cities, and also Abuja and Kano State. But as we go on, a lot of people think maybe the government, maybe it's not the right time to do this.
No, Sean, I think it is the right time. Don't forget that in a matter of few weeks, this government would have spent 1 year. And, you know, like we said, President Muhammadu Buhari remains the only president in Nigeria to come into office with the highest approval rating. It can only go down. And so right now, people are worried. You understand?
And the promises are not coming?
Yeah, all that he promised is not happening. I'm probably beginning to feel that, look, maybe we made a mistake in electing him. And he's come out to say, look, be patient with me. I took over a government that was completely, you know, disoriented. They had issues and problems. But for how long will people wait? You understand what the point I'm making? And I think that is what he's trying to do by sending out the ministers to say, okay, you go talk to the people. Let them understand where we are.
At that event yesterday, the ministers preached hope.
Yes.
Patience to Nigerians.
Yes.
Is that what Nigerians need at this time?
Well, the truth is that every government says hope. All right? And the number one duty of the president of the country is to sell hope and not to sell fear. Now, the ministers are taking out the message of Mr. President and talking to Nigerians to say, look, be hopeful, be patient. But the question is, how long will Nigerians be patient? Like he just said, if you are used to having light, all right? I mean, though it wasn't a full kind of situation where you are satisfied with, but you had the hope that the change in government was going to bring about a reversal of your fortune as far as electricity was concerned. And what you have now is worse than what you used to have. It's difficult to tell such a person to keep waiting and be patient.
Mr. Ogunye, patience, hope. Is that the right thing Nigerians need? Because a lot of people are hoping and they're saying, they said really yesterday that, look, we are doing a lot of foundation work which may not allow you to see a whole lot of things that we are doing. But in the coming weeks, you will see the benefits of what we are talking about. Is that a right step? Is the government on the right track?
You know, you're talking about patient hope. I rather recommend impatient hope. You can be hopeful, but you can be impatient about it, recognizing the fact that there's a timeline. This administration has 4 years to live. You know, I don't want to talk about 2019 and all that. We're not there yet. We're not even at tomorrow yet. So they have 4 years. And so for me, and that's the point I'm making, this is not rocket science. It is believed that before they came on board, they had looked critically at Nigeria. And I can tell you, I've never been in government, but I had settled ideas and notions about how to run the Nigerian state. And I'm saying this with all sense of modesty. I've never been in government because I think, every day I think, how can we improve on this? Right? You know, we're coming here now before the pedestrian bridge they are trying to construct at Baja now. I've been thinking about that for eternity, that you need something like that here. So you don't need government to tell you what. That's why I've just cited one example. It's like you generated, you purify water in Lagos, in Adinyo Water Works, and you are piping to Sokoto. And you say that you are doing something fantastic.
I remember that Fashola, former Governor Fashola was saying that they're going to break it down, add more alternative sources into generating power in Nigeria.
You know, power generation is still a central government mandate. The company they claim they've licensed and that they've privatized and whatever, that's not liberalization. Liberalization will mean allowing each tier of government to generate power. That would then mean that if Ikeja local government wants to generate power and can access loan to build a power plant, it will be allowed to do so. That is not the situation here, except the off-grid thing that you're having here and there and all that, which is not very rock solid. You don't have this kind of think out of the